everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 9th update for the Partners in Cream project pan. This is a project pan where we're focused on liquid and cream beauty and makeup products, and you can basically kind of adjust this project to however you want to approach it. As long as you're not using a powder product in this project, it's fair game, and you can focus on anywhere between 3 and 6 products. I have been focusing on 6 products throughout this project, but you will see today I'm going to be rolling one product out, and I actually am not going to replace it, seeing as we only have 2 months left in this project. I really want to focus on what I'm using in this project and in my other focus project pans as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for today's update, but if you're not aware, this project pan was started by the amazing duo that is Delin and Steph. I will have them both linked down in the description box as well as in the end card of today's video so that you can check them both out. They're both amazing creators and project panners, and if you're not familiar with them, you definitely are going to enjoy their channels. I actually am filming this the day after the upload date is supposed to be, and I honestly don't know when I'm going to be getting this video up, so apologies for that, for this being such a late upload, but I am excited to share with you the progress that I've made so far and some of my insights. I don't have a ton of time to film right now, actually. I want to get through this relatively quickly for me, so let's get on into the progress. All right, so the first couple products are items that I have a use goal on. The first one being this e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick in the shade Red Carpet. I am wearing it today and I love this color. It's such a beautiful, vibrant, like true red, and it is on my teeth. This moisturizing kind of formula is not the most like long lasting formula, but it does offer this beautiful like glossy, sheeny kind of look to the lips that just looks very plump and just healthy. And I had to set myself a goal to reach for this 10 times in this project. I've had it in for 3 updates now. And in the initial 2 updates, I had only reached for it a total of 6 times. So I was definitely kind of feeling like a little bit behind. But I'm happy to say that I've actually reached for it an additional 5 times. Today is that 5th time, so I've surpassed that goal by 1. So 11 uses on this. For it being a red lip, I feel really good about that because a lot of my red lips and bold lips in general, they don't get that much use in an entire year. So 11 uses, I feel really happy about this. I'm gonna swatch it even though you can see it on my lips. Oh, that's a really, really messy swatch, but there you are. It's really gorgeous. There is actually a balm in the bottom of here as well. So some of my usage was just using only the balm, like putting it on top of other lip products or lip liners in my collection. And yeah, I really enjoyed reaching for this. Unfortunately, I think this is discontinued. I feel like this line is on the e.l.f. website, but they're always out of stock. So I think this is unfortunately discontinued. But if you have this in your collection, I highly recommend reaching for it and playing with it. It might not be the most fall appropriate lip for this time of year, but it is just a good classic red lip. And then the other usage product that I had is the Colourpop No Filter Stix Foundation Stick. I have mine in the shade Light 67N. And I'd set myself a really steep goal with this. I only rolled it in last update, but I set myself a goal of using it 40 times because I kind of wanted to get some substantial use out of this and actually be able to monitor that use, but I also wanted it to kind of stay in the project for the rest of the project pan. And so I've reached for it actually already 19 times. I'm basically halfway to my goal and we still have 2 months left in this project. So I am going to probably keep up that same momentum for the next update because this color is really good for me. As you can see right now, it actually is a very good match on my skin. And some of those times I didn't wear it as a full-on foundation. I did find that it can look a little bit heavy. I've played with this in many, many ways though, but it can be a little bit heavy if you kind of just swipe it on and then blend it out like that. There have been days when I've kind of applied it to a brush and then I'll use my like makeup palette and wipe off a lot of the product and work it kind of into the brush and then wipe it on my face so that I have a very sheer application. I've really liked it that way, but more often than not, I've just used it as a concealer. So I'll grab a little brush like this little brush and just apply it right onto the product and just underneath my eyes or any sort of spots where, you know, I need to amp up the coverage like blemishes. And I have been really enjoying it. This was a product that kind of got overlooked in my collection for quite some time. It's pretty astounding that I'm already 19 uses into that product, but I'm really happy with it and I've been really enjoying kind of figuring out different ways to reach for it. Now, the other products that I have in here are all products that I'm trying to finish up, and believe me, it's been a challenge. So I chose some really difficult products to focus on, but this is the Bite Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. This is a beautiful kind of warm beigey nude for me kind of color, and I have been reaching for this for several months in this project pan. I will show you the before and after pictures. It's pretty remarkable how much product I've actually managed to use. From month to month, I don't really recognize that, but I've looked back recently and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I actually have used a lot. I don't believe I'll be able to finish this by the end of the year, but I'm gonna keep on using it and make as much progress as I can. This product I've been wearing as a lipstick and as a blush. Today I have it on as a blush, and I just find that it's a really great color on me. Even in the summer when I had more of a tan, I've completely lost my tan now. I still liked it as a nude lip, not as much as I like it at this time of year, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun to reach for. Unfortunately, it is discontinued. You can't find this particular shade anymore from Bite, but I'm happy that since I have it, I have been reaching for it and getting really good use out of it. This next product is one that I'm also trying to finish off. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Warm. Up until this point, I have been struggling. I haven't felt like I've made any sort of progress on this because I've been really mostly reaching for it as an eyeshadow primer and then like sometimes as like a brightening kind of concealer. But now I finally feel like I'm making progress. In fact, a couple days ago, I think on like the 7th or 8th, I ended up pulling out the stopper because there was nothing coming out on my wand. Like I would pull it out, put it onto the back of my hand, and literally nothing was coming out on it. I could not get any more product. So I pulled out the stopper, and I don't know that you'll be able to tell, but there is barely any product in there anymore. It's all just around the top here where the wand couldn't reach before I took out the stopper, and then there is just a tiny bit towards the bottom. But I will have this done in a matter of weeks. So before my next update, this will be empty, which is so exciting. I didn't feel like I was making progress, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's almost empty. So yeah, really happy about that one. And then this next product is a Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Blow Me Out. This is a discontinued product. I think, is everything that I'm talking about discontinued? My bad. That's just how it works for me for project panning. But this is in the shade Blow Me Out, which was from their 3rd birthday collection. I should have swatched this lipstick. Come on. I was talking about how beautiful the color is and I never even swatched it. Here we go. There is the Bite lipstick, by the way. Isn't it so pretty? And now that I have lost my tan, I feel like this has so much more impact and it looks a little bit more grungy on me as opposed to just being like a more like flat nude color when I have more of a tan. I really enjoy it at this time of year. So I'm going to keep making progress on this, but I definitely won't finish it up. Anyways, let's go back. Let's go back to where we were. This is something that I'm allegedly trying to finish. I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to finish this, but I'm going to continue to reach for it. However, seeing as I have lost my summer tan, I don't find myself reaching for it as often because it does have quite a warm bronzy base that I can't seem to get away with the same as I was able to even just like a month or 2 ago. So unfortunately, this is something that I'm making slower and slower progress on, but progress is progress, right? So I want to continue to reach for it and keep using it, and hopefully by the end of this year there will be a little bit more of a dent in it, and then that will just give me a little bit more progress so that next summer if I want to kind of pull it into a project pan, I can actually make much more progress when I have more of my summer color. And I feel like that was a very convoluted sentence, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on it, but slow and steady for sure. And then the final product that I have in this project is one that I'm trying to finish up. I just rolled this in my last update, and quite honestly, for the most part, I did forget about reaching for this because I'm working on other primers and other projects as well. But this is the Milani Prime Light Face Primer, and this is a really beautiful kind of luminous primer. And so I don't know why I've forgotten about it recently. It's so unfortunate because I had this in a previous project pan earlier this year in my 30 by 30, and I used it so much and I really enjoyed reaching for it, but for some reason it just isn't something that I've been prioritizing, but I do want to finish it by the end of this year because there's barely any product left in here. It's just down to about this point. I wasn't even able to make a new marking on it since I introduced it in this project because I think I reached for it maybe 3 or 4 times. And so I never marked it, unfortunately. But for my next update, I'm hoping to be like halfway between this line and the bottom of the packaging. We'll see if I can do it. I just need to remember to reach for it. It is a product that I really enjoy. I just forgot about it as a priority. So this next month, I'll definitely be able to make more progress now that I've kind of reminded myself. But as I said in the introduction, I will not be rolling anything new into this project. I am rolling out the e.l.f. lipstick, which is really exciting, but seeing as we only have 2 months left in this project and I'm trying to make progress on all the other project pans that I have going on at the moment, I am not going to be rolling anything new in, just to allow myself to continue to make the progress that I'd like to see in all of my other focus products. So I am still keeping it within the number of products we can focus on. You can focus on anywhere between 3 and 5. And if next update I do end up having this concealer done, I will just also not roll anything in just because there will only be a month left of this project. But that gives me more time to focus on my Graveyard Project Pan, my 30 by 30, and my Roulette Pan collab as well. Overall, I'm really happy with all the progress that I made on all of these products, minus the primer for sure. But yes, I will leave down in the description box the hashtag, which is Partners in Cream 2021, so you can check this out over on Instagram. The playlist will also be linked down in the description box and the project creators, but that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.